Mama, I see the woman, a wonderful woman, an African woman, mother of nature. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful woman. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful woman. But you're my one vet to say, wonderful woman, yeah, yeah. Beautiful woman, yeah, yeah. Beautiful woman, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics (STEM) is the order of the day. Radio Windy Bay's social responsibility and awareness creation set to encourage more women in the field of science. As part of the celebration, we bring to you a feature on the theme, Closing the Gender Gap in Science, Accelerating Action.
My name is Ms. Esther Nati, a lecturer at the Department of Chemistry Education, University of Education, Winneba.
My name is Gladys Gon. I'm a student from University of Education, Winneba, also from the Faculty of Science Education.
My name is Joanna Icha Nkrumah from the University of Education, Winneba, at the Faculty of Science Education at the Mathematics Department.
My name is Gadiko Stephen, Department of Integrated Science Education.
My name is Professor Samuel Kwesi Isiduado. I'm a lecturer at the Maths Department, University of Education, Winneba.
My name is Obapenin Edu Uforiwa. I head the Gender Mainstreaming Directorate of the University of Education, Winneba.
I think over the years we've been talking about disparities in representation of men and women in STEM fields and careers, and I think a lot of people will say that progress has been made over the years, but then also there is still that huge gap between the number of men and the number of women and girls in STEM fields, and therefore I think that this year's theme is actually on point. It's actually something that we should look at.
Well, it's a day of women and girls in science, I think that it is proper that UN itself has instituted this day so that we celebrate women and girls in science. I'm saying so because, education is everything. Without education, nothing goes on. And we realize that most women and girls, we don't find a majority of them doing sciences and mathematics. And it must be a concern to everybody. And we realize that without science and technology, there will be no development. So we can't afford to allow only men to do what science can do. Women as well should be able to come in science.
As a male student, having female counterparts journeying with me on these very corridors of studies, I feel very delighted because over the years we don't normally see, our female counterparts, especially in science classes. But that narrative has changed as we see them, joining us in studies. Though the number is not there up there, but I think with time it will improve because it has improved over the years with regards to what we have now.
I think the theme is relevant, the theme is apt, and the theme is appropriate. We are at a point in the global space where everything is going digitalized. Technology has taken the order of the day. Now we have artificial intelligence, being the mode of operation or the modus operandi as far as even institutional operations are concerned. So the world is getting quite complicated. But it's rather unfortunate that women's presence are absent. So I always say we see ourselves more as participants of the technological space and not contributors or part of the production system.
I think that for a girl or a woman, so I would say females in general, what they need to be able to venture into STEM fields is they should have determination, first of all, because as we are talking about gender inequality, there are a lot of things from society and the systems in place that impede and are like barriers in the way of girls in pursuing science fields. So I think the first thing on my list anyway is that they have to be determined. Once they have decided to go into STEM related fields, they have to have that determination. And then you also need to be curious to be able to succeed in science fields. If you are not curious, you will not even think of wanting to know how things work or why things work.
What motivated me, in agricultural science is my parents. Yeah, they are my number one motivator. And also through books, I was getting, more information on how to study agriculture. And since they gave birth to me, we have been farming, so I really love agriculture. It has been my passion, yeah.
Firstly, I wanted to solve one problem. Most of the females see mathematics to be a difficult subject, that they don't really go into it. But I came to do mathematics to solve that problem, to tell them that mathematics is not a difficult subject that you need to fear. If you are focused, if you are smart, and you are resilient, you can do everything you want to do.
From the onset, ever since they got admission into this prestigious university, they have taken a lot of inspiration from some of the female lecturers we have in the nuclear science department. Not forgetting Dr. Esinam, Dr. Nelly Sechi-Hagan, Mrs. Ninette. All of these great lecturers in the department are just motivating them. And most of these female students, I must say, they have made them their, mentors. So they are doing a lot. And as you know, mentorship is very key in any discipline, if indeed one have to strive hard and also make it.
Many people said that, especially my parents. they said mathematics is for guys, you cannot do it. Even if you go and do mathematics, what job opportunities is there for you? I told them, you can be a lecturer. You can do many things when you offer mathematics. Just that I want to solve the problem that mathematics is not a difficult subject that you can fear.
There are the traditional perceptions and the myths and the barriers, which I think I mentioned in brief earlier on. A woman who gets into the sciences usually is tagged, is labeled, is seen in a different perspective. For women, we are believed to be very good with the social sciences, the arts, the home economics. And of course, this has its own historical underlinings. If you went into our history and you see the role that colonialism played, then you would understand why we are at where we are at and what has accounted for some of the challenges that we continue to practice today. And then there's that issue of finance, which I mentioned earlier on. If the resources in the home are limited, then we'll have to decide on who gets the opportunity to further the education. And traditionally, we would opt for the male person in the home because we believe that he would go and come back and be a breadwinner. And the woman is obviously going to end up in somebody's kitchen. So let us sacrifice and then support the challenges. Then again, in the workspace, sexual harassment is prevalent. And in those disciplines where women are not many, it's quite rampant because there are very few women. And once the environment is not so conducive, you tend to either recoil or leave the space. So harassment is also a form of one of the barriers that affects women's interest and survival in those spaces.
I don't know what might be the cause of the reluctance, but all I can say is that science is for all people, women, girls, we can do science. And we have a couple of women who have excelled so much in science and science-related fields. So I was checking out women Nobel Prize winners because that is like a big thing. And then I found out that 2023, one of the people who were awarded together the Nobel Prize in medicine was a woman. And then in 2022, because I'm a chemistry biased person, I was checking for the one who won the chemistry Nobel Prize, and it was 2 women who won it. What am I trying to say? All I'm trying to say is that even though we talk about little representation, we also have women in there who are doing a lot, and therefore we should we should have the confidence that if they have been able to do it, and some have been able to win Nobel Prizes, then we can also do it.
Yeah, they are reluctant because of the fact that maybe they lack mentorship. You see, mentorship, sponsorship is the key. When you don't have anybody you look up to, that is where you don't do the right thing. Those of us who are already in the sciences, especially the women, they must be able to mentor the young ones. Go to them, talk to them, have seminars with them. A lot of schools are here, primary schools and secondary schools. So what are we doing to encourage them? And everybody must play their parts.
Yes, we have. And for the University of Education, it even goes beyond incorporating it into our daily lives. It has been mainstreamed. It has become part of the institutional practices, policy framework, and activities. The university has a gender policy that points to its commitment to ensuring that we encourage more women into the gender space. So there's a policy objective in the gender policy that says that the university is committed to achieving gender balance in the enrollment of students. And this is principle 2 of the policy. And what is the strategy? The university will adopt appropriate concessionary measures in designated disciplines where numbers in particular gender is unacceptably low. So this is a commitment by the university to ensure that women in STEM are encouraged.
My advice to them is they should study hard. I mean, focus on whatever they want to do. They should look down on themselves, but they should believe that this course, I can do it, and they should have that determination to pursue.
My advice to any young lady who wants to be in the mathematics department: do not listen to what people are saying, the stereotyping about mathematics. People will say that mathematics is a difficult subject. If you do mathematics, you have no bright future ahead of you. But I'm telling you, most of the females, most of the women who did mathematics had great future. That some of them who realized that mathematics is a good subject, they are now regretting about not choosing the right course they did at the university. Thank you.
Once you can think it, you can make it. It is not difficult, but I just want to tell them that they should face their fears.
Just like I said in my opening thoughts on the theme, what I would say is that we have been talking about gender disparities and representation of the genders in science-related fields. And I think this year's theme not only talks about the gap, but it's also talking about taking actions to bridge the gap. So I think I will call on everybody, all stakeholders, whether parents of girls, people who teach girls in schools, and the society in general, that we should encourage girls when they decide to pick up science-related courses in school. We should not discourage them and then tell them they can't do it or it's for boys and all that. Let's encourage girls to go into science-related fields, and that is the only way that we will have that disparity in representation, or that bridge closed.
My closing thoughts: let's allow every girl child to go for what they dream for. A dream has to be worked at. A dream has to be nourished. A dream has to be nurtured. And they need our support, particularly those of us who have understood our circumstances and our historical background, and have an idea of the fact that women are capable. And records and history has also pointed to the fact that women are capable in achieving and attaining heights. We should not kill that desire. We should always make sure that we give them the space, the time, and then the necessary resources. And we leave the rest to God, and I know that they will get there.